Hey yo, better up, let the bump begin. Solano Falcons, bound to show you how you win. Cause this is our year, man, forget the past. We take it over right now with our pitching staff. Yo, it's game time, so let the games begin. Solano on the field and we gain in a win. Hey yo, it's game time, don't you hear the people chant? Cause this is our house, make way for the champ, it's game time.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Solano College Sports Network. We are here in Fairfield, California at Billy and Louis Yarbrough Stadium for a fantastic Game 3 of this series between the Laney Eagles and the Solano Falcons. My name is Cameron Anderson, and joining me, my broadcast partner, Blake Molina. Blake, what should we look for from the Eagles if they're trying to come out on top in this one?
Yeah, well, of course, they want to avoid that sweep. Solano's taken the last two games, and they've outscored Laney 11-6, so Laney's definitely going to want to get the bats going today. And also, too, they're going to probably want to try to condense their pitching as much as they can. They ran through 6 pitchers last game. Hopefully that number will be brought down, maybe 2, possibly 3 at most, but hopefully we don't see 6 different pitchers again.
Yeah, and for Solano, like you said, trying to go for the first series sweep. They beat Contra Costa in 2 out of 3 games earlier in the year, but this would be the first sweep of the season for them against the Eagles. And offensively, I sound like a broken record every time. It's going to be up to Jackson Bates and Austin Menacini in this one. The two of them have combined for 54 RBIs on the year. And to put that into perspective, for the Eagles, their 3 best RBI bats, Max Lopez, Azan Lewis, and Andres Palacios, combined for 51 RBIs. So the two of them have been absolutely lethal in that 3 and 4 spot. And on the mound, they'll have their ace in this one, number 34, Ryan Radke. Ryan trying to build off a rocky start, probably the worst start of the season for him against a really tough LMC opponent. He only went 4 2/3, gave up 9 hits and 10 earned runs with 4 walks and only 3 strikeouts. But outside of that, he has been pure dominant here in conference play. So we'll see if he can get back on track and help Solano earn the sweep in this one. So leading it off for the Eagles, just like in Tuesday's game, except in left field in this one, number 16, Tyler Chenard. First pitch is underway, and right there for strike 1 from the hard-throwing right-hander Ryan Radke. The 0-1 to Chenard. Fastball. Late strike call, but he got it nonetheless. 0-2 to start off Chenard. Ryan tied with Richard Mealy with 42 strikeouts, leads the team. Although Ryan one less start than him, as we saw Mealy on Tuesday, as that one's popped down the line. Ryan Mitchell out there in right field. He will not be able to make the play. It's going to be in fair territory. Jason Pridey going to have to run it down. Chenard will dig for 3. No, he will be held up at second. So a leadoff double from Chenard. Ryan Mitchell tried his best to get down there as that ball was placed perfectly on the line. Looked like Mitchell was a little vacillant and sort of reaching out, heading for the dive or trying to play back on it. Probably better early in this game to take a better route, play back on the ball, and keep it to a single. Now Chenard with extra bases to lead it off for the Eagles.
Yeah, just kind of an awkward scene. You know, we both thought he had it, and like you said, you didn't know if he wanted to dive for it or not, and he was kind of like in that kind of crouch kind of position like he was going to, but he couldn't really make up his mind, and he kind of made up his mind a little too late, so it cost him a double.
This one popped up from Jalen Hadley, playing second base in this one, and Jason Pridey will make the first out of the ball game. So defensively for Solano, infield, we got Dylan Nazarati behind the dish, catching Ryan Radke on the mound. Eli de Guzman at the hot corner. Nico Castrillo at short. Benny Peluso Burns at second base, getting the start in this one. Jason Pridey at first. Meech McClendon left. Jackson Bates in center. And Ryan Mitchell in right field. And Zion Judkins will be DHing in this one, as Azan Lewis will come up to the box. He is 3 for 7, all singles and all RBI singles. He had 2 RBIs as Chenard's got a great jump, no throw. Read Ryan like a book, but Ryan stole the first pitch for a strike to Lewis. So Lewis in another great RBI spot here, looking for his 4th in the last 3 games.
Yeah, and Lewis leads Laney in RBIs like you were just talking about. He leads the team with 24 total on the season, and he'll probably look to add to that total today.
That one fouled off by Lewis for the second strike. Now down in the count 0-2. Lewis batting .359 on the year. Absolutely mashing. Leads the team in RBIs. Curveball got him swinging. Great pitch from Radke to get the second out and a huge out. So that'll bring up the center fielder in this one, number 21, Andreas Palacios. Palacios batting .280 on the year. Tied for second with Max Lopez, RJ McDowell, and Antonio Munoz with 15 RBIs. First pitch to Palacios, curveball right there. He's got it working early.
Yeah, this is one of Laney's more consistent bats and better bats, so Radke can get this for a third out and close out the inning. I would say a huge out for him in inning.
That one stayed inside for ball 1. Yeah, with the leadoff double, this would be huge for Ryan to get out of the jam unscathed. The 1-1. Fastball low for ball 2. The knock on Ryan has been his walks this year. Has 28 earned runs and also 28 walks. Has gotten those numbers down in conference play, throwing more strikes, but early on in the year that was definitely a struggle for him. Good block by Nazarati behind the dish in this one, getting the start with Austin Mendocini getting the day off. Wouldn't be surprised if you saw Mendocini come off the bench for a key pinch hit opportunity. I mean, really the best bat in the lineup. Or on the team, I should say, not in the lineup in this one. Here's a 3-1. Fastball, other way. Ryan Mitchell camped right under it. He will come in, and he will miss it. Palacios will take second. Thought he was camped under it. Looked like he was jogging in. I thought he was right under it, but that ball kept tailing down the line and just out of the reach of Ryan Mitchell. So that'll bring home the first run in this one. Very similar start that Laney had on Tuesday, scoring the first run of the game, and Solano ended up matching in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Solano's had a couple early errors. Hopefully they can kind of not do that as much throughout the game and kind of learn from those mistakes. Those were kind of just, I don't want to say easy drops, but kind of drops that we would expect them to have. So Solano shouldn't really be kicking themselves too hard, though.
So that'll bring up the catcher, number 19, Mauricio Bermudez. Laney with a trio of catchers that they'll throw in there. We saw Zeke Bellino in the last one. Curveball right down the middle. 0-2 to Bermudez. Just like Mealy had when he threw that complete game, first complete game of the year for Solano. He had his curveball dialed in with pinpoint command, and although it is early, it looks like Ryan's found his breaking ball as well. The 0-2. Curveball just outside. Good take from Bermudez. Bermudez batting .263 this year. And .286 in conference play. So pretty good bat for being behind the dish. Not every team has an Austin Menacini. Curveball right down the middle, and he got him looking. So Ryan will strike 2 guys out here in the top of the first as we head to the bottom of the first. Laney on top early, 1-0.
Hi, my name is Cameron Anderson, and I'm the basketball and football announcer, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
Welcome back to Solano College Sports Network. We are underway for the bottom of the first, and Blake's going to give us the rundown on Laney's starting pitcher.
Yeah, Koa Madaya, 4.37 ERA. He's 3-5 when he pitches, so that kind of goes in Solano's favor as he has a negative record, but he's 24 hits to 12 runs, so hopefully Solano can get their bats going early and either tie it up or take the lead in this inning.
Yeah, Maeda, one of the best starters on the squad, leads in innings, as Zion Judkins will lead it off. Quickly down 0-2 here. Tried to bunt the first one, bunted it foul, and that one also swung foul. Maeda, sophomore out of Japan. That one rolled over to first base. Easy play from Money over there at first for the first out in the bottom of the first. A lot of firsts. So with one out here in the bottom half of the inning, that'll bring up the shortstop, number 1, Nico Castrillo. Castrillo on Tuesday had his first home run of the season. It was a solo shot that gave Solano a 3-2 lead. It was the first pitch he saw, just like that one, except this one's popped up behind second base. Hadley will make the catch for the second out. Those plays always trickier than they look with the wind here at Billy and Louis Yarbrough Stadium. We've seen plenty of those drop.
Yeah, the wind is, as we say, your best friend or your worst enemy, and that goes not just for the home team, but also the opposing team, whoever comes to play Solano. The wind works, for both sides.
So here's the center fielder for the Falcons, number 15, Jackson Bates. Maeda working quick, curveball low, no. Called strike one. Bermudez picked that one out the dirt, but it must have crossed as a strike. So Bates quickly down 0-1. Fastball right there for strike two. Maeda working quick.
Yeah, Maeda throwing a little bit of heat to start this off. And now I'm sure you might know this question. He's from Japan, and, they play baseball over there.
Swing and a miss for strike three. Hold that thought. We'll bring it to the top of the second. That was a quick first inning as Maeda drops Solano 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the second. It'll be Ely, Lopez, and Money coming up next for the Eagles.
We're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and...
All right, and welcome back for the top half of the second. Solano went down 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the first. Laney up 1-0 up to this point with right fielder number 27, Amir Ely, leading it off. That one outside for ball one. Ely batting 200 here in conference play. That one fouled off. Ely actually hitting better overall in the season at 278. That one is pieced into right field. Ryan Mitchell will play it in front and throw it in. Actually, it looks like Solano quickly made a substitution. That's Shane Martin out there after that rough top half for Mitchell. Quick pull from Coach Stover. So a leadoff single for Ely will bring up the third baseman, number 8, Max Lopez.
Yeah, and I would say this is one of this could be for Laney like our version of like a Jackson Bates or Mendocini, one of the better hitters, reliable, and he's tied for second on the team in RBIs with 16. So he's this would be a good strikeout for Radke here.
Want to know to Lopez with Ely leading off at first. Slide step, runners going. Throw down to second from Dylan is a little late. Dylan mending a injured thumb, so his throwing in this one might be a little iffy. Looked like he had good transfer, but wasn't able to get a lot of zip on that throw down to second. That might have been the difference between out and safe for Amir Ely. So that pitch was a ball, so 2-0 to Lopez. Lopez squaring around once again. He gets it down. Ryan's just going to have to take the out at first, and he will. So good situational baseball from the Eagles with one out. Speedy Amir Ely at third base for the first baseman, number 24, Marcus Money. First pitch, called strike one. Money, one of the catchers for the Eagles, playing first base in this one. That one way outside and low for ball one. Money, a 6'2" freshman from Oakley, California, went to Freedom High. Here's the 1-1. Curveball popped up. Benny camped under it. And he will not be able to make the play. That one will go over his head. So a couple costly errors here in the first two innings, both leading to runs for Laney as Ely will come in to score and add to their lead, now 2-0.
Yeah, those errors are really starting to pile up for Solano, and we're only in the top of the second, so they definitely need to fix those mistakes because this could be a whole different game without those errors.
Curveball. Catches the inside corner for strike one to Dikramar Orta, playing shortstop in this one. Uncharacteristic of Benny to misplay that one in there defensively. He's been very good defensively throughout his baseball career. Fastball high for ball one. But like we said, with this wind at this field, goes both ways. It's not just the visiting team that has their struggles with pop-ups. Sometimes we'll see the Falcons as well.
Yeah, and so far the wind is definitely playing Delaney's side after the errors we've seen from Solano to start this game.
So 2-1 to Orta. Going to be really important for Ryan to keep his composure on the mound with the errors behind him. Very easy to lose yourself in the moment and get frustrated. As that one right there spiked the fastball. So Money will take the free base. So now a runner in scoring position for Orta. Orta from San Leandro High. Three and one. Money at second. Fastball right there, catches the outside corner for strike two.
Now this is where, like you were just talking about, where if Radke can keep his composure here and get this out, this strikeout, and only need one more out.
Yeah, this is the last hitter in the lineup. Don't want to walk him. That one popped up once again. Pridey coming in. He'll take control right up on the mound and make a nice play for the second out. So after the second out of the inning, that'll flip the lineup over. Leadoff hitter now, left fielder, number 16, Tyler Chenard. Chenard doubled in his last at-bat to lead off the game. Stole third and then came around to score after the error in right field. Curveball, a good one. That pitch is so tough to recognize when it starts at your hips and looks like it might hit you and then ends up right down the middle. Can make some right-handers look silly. Fastball, low and outside for ball one. So it looks like Ryan's still trying to find his feel for the fastball. Curveball has looked really good so far, but if he can have the two of those pitches with pinpoint command, he might be able to work through a lot of this adversity that he's already faced.
Yeah, his curveballs have been this game practically flawless. It's the fastball.
Out in front, Meach coming in, dive, won't be able to make the play. So throwing to second from Bates, not in time. So Chenard off the end of the bat, threw his hands out at that one. And that'll go down as an RBI double. So quickly 3-0 lead here for the Laney Eagles.
Yeah, it's a mixture of Laney's bats are kind of going, and then Solano's just errors are just piling up, and you know, like we were just talking about, it's obviously the wind plays a factor in it, but I mean, if you just erase a couple of those errors, I mean, whole different game for sure. Maybe instead of 3-0, it's 1-0.
So here's the second baseman, number 5, Jalen Hadley. Fastball outside. Looks like Ryan's sort of yanking those fastballs across. A lot of right-handers in the lineup for Laney. In fact, I think it's all right-handers. High fastball will stay up for ball 2.
It looks like Radke's fastballs, like they look like they're gonna go, and then it seems like they lose like kind of the control at the very last second when he releases it. It's just kind of weird.
Radke, this will be the 35th pitch of the outing for him. Fastball right down the middle for strike one. Hadley taken all the way. And Laney another RBI opportunity with Tyler Chenard at second base. Chenard with 4 steals on the year, so good speed out there at second for the Eagles. Another yanked fastball. Usually that's a sign of either overthrowing or opening up too early and sort of swinging his body towards the first base side. Going to be interesting if someone will, maybe Nazarati behind the dish will help him for the next coming innings. This one piece to center. Bates right to him in center field for the third out, but not before Laney puts 2 more on the board. They lead 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Pridey, De Guzman, and Martin coming up for the Falcons.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for 3. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707 864-7000.
Hello everyone, I'm Hannah Pepin. I am one of the side camera operators, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
All right, and we are back for the bottom of the second as they try to figure out how to lower the music in between the half innings, as Jason Prouty will lead it off, wearing number 17 in this one and playing first base. Already a couple plays in the field for him. Maeda dominant in the first as finally throws his first ball. Only had to throw 7 pitches in the bottom of the first. And Solano went down 1-2-3. That one low for ball 2.
Yeah, Maeda clear. We had that inning. It was super fast. He cut me off when I was gonna ask. You know, Japan baseball is so big. Prouty fouls that one off. Are the play styles, do you think, are different? Are they kind of similar, the same, or I mean, is that kind of just obsolete and it's just the game of baseball?
Well, the interesting thing is the baseball that they use is actually smaller, but the play style is similar, although, and you see a lot of more players either from Korean or Japanese players be able to translate to the bigs. Obviously, the biggest name being Shohei Ohtani, but he is sort of the anomaly. Pretty hard to come by one of those players who's getting, you know, compared to guys like Babe Ruth who've been able to pitch and hit at such a high level on the biggest stage, especially nowadays with how competitive it is. I mean, Ohtani throws 100 and can hit the ball 450 feet. So, but new guys like Seiya Suzuki, who's one of Prouty's favorites as a Cubs fan, with Seiya Suzuki joining the Cubs this year. Already off to a good start. Prouty with another hit. He has been red hot in this series and overall the last 5 to 6 games. He has come alive with the bat. Good to see for the Falcons. A leadoff single setting the table for third baseman number 18, Eli de Guzman.
Yeah, Prouty getting some started with a single, and I'm sure de Guzman will follow up. He's been pretty consistent this year.
Prouty in the month of April batting .423 in 9 games, 26 at-bats. He has 11 hits, 2 doubles, a homer, 7 RBIs, 7 walks. So Jason Prouty has been very good. He's been ranged around 1 through 4 in the lineup. Fastball out in front, rolled down the line for strike 2.
Yeah, we usually talk about the 2 main bats for Solano and Bates and Mendocini, but, you know, Prouty's kind of just recently he's showing, you know, hey, don't forget about me. I can be that kind of 3rd, 4th bat if need be.
Fastball high for ball 1. Yeah, Prouty batting .356 now in conference play. Just 1 of 6 bats batting over .300 in conference play. Move to first, not in time. And de Guzman in conference play batting .344. 8 RBIs, 21 hits, second on the team in hits, and also second on the team in at-bats. So he's been playing basically every day for the Falcons, mostly at third base. Has cleaned it up defensively, had some miscues early in the year, but has been working hard, taking a lot of ground balls, trying to fix that, and he has. 2-2 to Eli. Fastball out in front, might have actually been a changeup. And it looks like Eli will signal to the dugout that it was a changeup. So far from Maeda, looks like he's got a fastball, curveball, and either a changeup or a splitter. Move to first. Prouty back safely. Fastball, fouled straight back.
Yeah, Maeda's got a bit of an arsenal, and he's putting it on. He's putting it out there for show early in this game, as we're only in the bottom of the second. So we'll see how long he goes and what else he can kind of throw out at Solano.
Yeah, surprisingly, Maeda actually has a 5 ERA in wins and a 3.7 in losses, so has a better ERA when they lose than when they win. Good take from Eli, left that one upstairs for ball 3. Full count, nobody out. Prouty at first. 3-2. Other way goes Eli into right field for a base hit. So back-to-back knocks in full counts, making Maeda work and having some success. Good sign from Solano here in the bottom of the second as they're already down 3-0. And stepping into the box, came in defensive substitution in the top half of the second. Number 6, right fielder Shane Martin. Martin, the everyday right fielder for the Falcons. Ryan Mitchell got the start, had a couple miscues on right, and Stover went to Martin. Squares around, it's a good one. Maeda gonna have to make a strong throw to first, and he was off the bag. It was the second baseman, Hadley, who came over to cover as first baseman Money crashed to get the bunt. Great bunt by Shane Martin, something Solano has been lacking. And now it is bases juiced for catcher number 20, Dylan Nazarati.
Yeah, Solano's bunting has definitely struggled this year, as we've seen, but the last couple broadcasts we've had, they've had some really good bunts, and that's a prime example of one of them, and hopefully Solano can keep that up.
Nazarati in conference play, only 23 at-bats, but has 7 hits and 4 RBIs. Does have 9 strikeouts, so this is a big opportunity for Maeda for the strikeout here, as takes a big hack at the first one.
Yeah, and Solano is in just great position. They have bases loaded, and they have no outs, so even they can technically sacrifice an out if need be, if they can still keep the bases loaded. But they have to capitalize. That's going to be the main thing, because we have seen where they've had bases loaded and then 3 outs go by.
Fastball down the line. It will get down in front of Ely. Throw home will hold up de Guzman. So another base hit. 4 straight singles here in the bottom of the second for Solano as they get on the board, making it 3-1. So Prouty will come in on the RBI single from Nazarati to bring home the first run of the game for Solano, as that'll bring into the box number 29, second baseman Benny Peluso Burns. Still bases loaded, no outs. Maeda suffering 4 straight singles here in the second after a 1-2-3 first on just 7 pitches. High fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Benny sure trying to redeem himself after that error in the bottom half of the, or in the top half of the second, excuse me. In a big spot here to totally redeem himself. Fastball. Caught the corner for strike 2. Good spot from Maeda. Sure, Benny choking up right here, just trying to make contact with runners in scoring position. Sure, Laney would take 2 outs for a run, but strikeout here doesn't help. Fastball just outside.
I thought that one was more of a strike than the pitch before that they called a strike, but as they say, the umpire's always right.
One and 2 to Burns. Bases juice, nobody out. Curveball. Good take for ball 2. That one started up and ended up breaking out of the zone. Big curve from Maeda. I'm sure Ryan in the dugout would be enamored with a base hit right here. Probably tie it with Shane Martin's wheels at second. Fastball. This one might drop. It will. It'll get down in front of Ely. Martin, big held up with no outs. Good strong throw into home. So back to back to back to back to back base hits here in the bottom of the second. Still no outs, as that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter playing left in this one, number 10, Meech McClenn. And it looks like Laney will call time, have their pitching coach come out to talk to Maeda. Very surprising. Maeda was absolutely dominant in the first inning. Now getting touched up a little bit, although a lot of these are soft contact, little bleeders into the outfield, but nonetheless, he's had to throw a lot of pitches here in the second.
Yeah, I mean, contact is contact, whether they've been like little bleeders, like you said. But yeah, I mean, kind of shocking. He was, like you said, he was dominant, superb. That inning, like I said, I mean, he cut me off. It was so fast.
Yeah. And
now it's just like, you know, it's kind of slowed down for him. He's not really getting the calls maybe he wants. And Solano's bats are just, they're going. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for one of these bats to crank a double or triple and really see what happens.
Break this game open at this point. Only down by 1 now, still bases loaded. And Maeda with 23 pitches just in this half, still yet to record an out. And Meech McClenn in a very good RBI opportunity here. I'm sure Stover just reminding the team, just pass the baton to the next guy. The wheels are starting to fall off here for Laney, and you don't want to help them out. First pitch from Maeda. Fastball right there, fouled back. Sure, Maeda looking for a ground ball or a strikeout here. Like I said, Laney would definitely take 2 outs for 1 run at this point. Still early in the game. Curveball. Stayed up. One and 1 to Meech. The pitch, fastball, caught by Maeda, dive back to third, and they got him. What a play by Ko Maeda. Meech out in front off the end of the bat. You could hear the cap on the bat, just right back to Maeda. A little self-defense on the mound, and quickly recognized that Martin was off the bag at third and doubled him off. So huge play for Maeda. Costly for Solano, as there's now 2 outs and runners at first and second.
Yeah, Maeda getting that confidence back for not only himself but Laney, and getting the out at third is kind of big. But I mean, Solano does still have 2 base runners.
And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, DH number 28, Judkins, as he looks at a breaker right down the middle. Looked like he was taking all the way, but had a hanger. We've seen him turn those around and send them over that blue fence. So 0-1 to Judkins. Judkins with 2 home runs in conference play. Fastball goes the other way. It'll get down. Center fielder Palacios will get it in. Benny hustling for third, and he'll make it. So Judkins with a big 2-out RBI knock. That'll set up first and third as we are all tied up 3 apiece here in the second.
Nice hit by Judkins to move the runner to third, get a score, and now you still have 2 runners still on for Solano, so hopefully they can capitalize here, take the lead before giving Laney that third and final out.
So here is the shortstop, number 1, Nico Castrillo, with first and third and 2 outs. Judkins, big lead at first, but not going. Another big 2-out RBI opportunity here as Maeda moves to first. Judkins in safely. Castrillo popped out to second, was first pitch swinging. Castrillo batting .480 this season as that ball is a grounder to third, on to second for the force. So that'll get Maeda out of the second, but not before Solano gets the bats going with 5 straight base hits. An unlucky line drive back to the pitcher doubles off Martin at third, but we're all tied as we head to the top of the third. It'll be Lewis, Palacios, and Bermudez coming up for the Eagles.
Cut! I'm Jacob Ebert, and I'm on-set director, main camera operator. Thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back as we are ready for the top of the third after an eventful second inning. Laney put up 2 in the top half, and Solano put up 3 in the bottom half to tie it up as Azan Lewis will lead it off and stare at a curveball down the middle. I'm sure Ryan happy to get on the mound with the fresh ball game after giving up a few unearned runs as Lewis swinging at the curveball again. He struck out in his first at-bat and in trouble of striking out once again in another 2-strike count here. Wouldn't be surprised if Ryan just throws him another curve. That one stayed low. See if he tries to raise the fastball or stick to the curve once again. Curveball outside. Just missed for ball 2.
Yeah, Radke too, he looks a little more kind of calmer, composed after they had that big inning and now they're tied. You know, he doesn't, you know, it's not as bad that he gave up those runs now because you're back in it.
Fastball down the line, but foul. Lewis was all over that one. Definitely sitting fastball all the way. Probably why he was out in front on those breaking balls. Just a little bit out in front on that fastball as well, though. Would have been extra bases if he could keep that one fair. Still 2-2. This will be Ryan's 44th pitch of the outing. Curveball jammed him as Lewis able to hit that one foul. Lewis 3 for 8 in the series. Fastball back up the middle. Bates camped right under it. Played in perfect position for the first out in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, if the wind doesn't play a factor, those are usually guarantees for Bates. So good first out for Solano.
Here's the center fielder for the Eagles, number 21, Andreas Palacios. He reached on the air and right, bringing in the first run of the game for the Eagles as he looks at ball 1. Ryan going to need to get his command back if he wants to stay a while in this one, as the fastball has just not been there today for whatever reason. Fastball. Foul ball. Looked like it might have bounced off his leg. Two and 1 to Palacios. Curveball. Front doored him. Looked like Palacios turned his shoulder, thought that one was going to hit him right on the hip. Instead, it came all the way back to catch the inside corner. Great pitch from Radke. Got him in a 2-2 count now. Was down 2-0. Now he's looking for the strikeout. Fastball, yanked it. You can sort of see him smiling in frustration, knowing that he normally has that pitch in his repertoire, just hasn't been able to locate the fastball so far. Still could change. 3-2. That one competitive and fouled back.
Yeah, with, you know, Radke's a little frustrated, but him kind of, you know, giving the little smirk or smile shows, you know, okay, you know, I kind of know what I'm doing wrong. I got to fix what I'm doing and try to keep my composure here. Fastball just hasn't been working, so as they say, use old reliable. Use the curveball.
That one might have been a changeup, low and outside for ball 4. First walk in this game from both sides. So Palacios puts up a good battle and draws the walk on the 7th pitch, as that'll bring up the catcher for the Eagles, Mauricio Bermudez. Mauricio struck out looking back in the first. Fastball, a little indecisive there, and check swung, but Ryan threw it right at his barrel for strike 1. Some flashy pink cleats for Bermudez. Runner going. Nazarati, throw down to second. Castrillo dropped it. Benny tracking it down. You can see Nazarati with the really quick transfer, but arm strength is not there, as you can just tell, and talking to him before the game, he was sort of worried about that hand, which he injured in the cage a couple of weeks ago trying to front toss to one of the hitters. And a line drive bounced right back to his hand, and nothing fractured, but definitely a lot of bad bruising. Curveball stayed inside for ball 2.
Yeah, I'm sure too. It's more of a kind of just uncomfortable pain, you know.
Yeah.
Can't really, do too much, but you're trying to play through it at the same time. So.
Yeah, and he's got that heavily wrapped tape around the hand. Got to be really tough to get a good grip. Surprised none of these throws haven't slipped out of the hand. They've been accurate, just not enough zip on them. Although that time, that ball was placed in plenty of time. Just Castrillo uncharacteristically drops the ball. So 1 out. Palacios at second. 2-1 to Bermudez. The pitch, fastball popped up. De Guzman calls it off, and he'll make the catch for the second out. So with Bermudez popping out for the second out, that'll bring up the right fielder, number 27, Amir Ely. Ely singled and came around to score the second run of the game for the Eagles. Curveball had him way out in front. This will be the 59th pitch for Ryan Radke in this outing. Fastball, foul ball. We've seen a lot of that so far from the Eagles, out in front, even on the fastballs. Saw that double from Chenard, that RBI double. He was out in front, sort of just hit it right over Castrillo's head. Sort of threw his hands at it. And a lot of these pop-ups from being early. A lot of foul balls down the left field line. See if Ryan goes to the curve right here. He does, but Ely doesn't bite.
Yeah, Solano needs to get this out, get the runner off, get the bats going, and potentially take a lead as Radke throws a ball, high one.
2-2 now to Ely. Ryan's pitch count getting up there now. Up past 60 pitches now. Although he has thrown over 100 a few times this year. I would assume he might be able to just stretch it 5 or 6 innings in this one. Curveball got him swinging in the dirt. Nazarati throw to first in time for the third out. So Ryan had to throw a lot of pitches and empty the tank a little bit here in the third, but gets out of the jam unscathed. Still tied up 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the third. It'll be Bates, Pridey, and De Guzman coming up for the Falcons.
Hi everybody, my name is Sincere Rose and I'm your side camera operator, and I just want to thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
But Dad, I love him. I'm going to marry him. I don't care what you say.
Cut. Welcome to TV 55. In this hands-on class at Solano Community College, you'll learn all aspects of television production. Work with high-end cameras in the field and in the studio. Professional sound, lighting, and green screen. And let's not forget editing. Enroll today. Get an art school education at a fraction of the cost. Visit us online at solano.edu.
All right, and welcome back as we're ready for the bottom of the third. It'll be center fielder number 15, Jackson Bates, leading it off for the Falcons. So we are all tied up. Maeda threw 28 pitches back in the bottom of the second at 35 overall. Big looping curve stayed up for ball one. Another curveball. That one clips the outside corner for strike one. Bates struck out swinging back in the first. Maeda looked very dominant in the first. 7 pitches, went 1, 2, 3. Curveball swing and a miss from Bates. Struggling to stay back on that big looping curve, as he's now down the count 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2 for Maeda. Curveball out in front, but will just get some contact to stay alive. Still 1 and 2. Maeda looking for his second strikeout in this one. Fastball goes the other way with it. Ely played very shallow. Camped perfectly as he will nab Bates of a leadoff single, as that'll bring up the first baseman, number 17, Jason Pridey.
Yeah, the hot bat, if not the hottest bat for the Falcons after we saw Bates get out there. So we'll see if Pridey can get a hit here and get on base.
Fastball catches the inside corner. Great pitch from Maeda.
That looked very low from where I was, but wow, what a strike.
Another fastball challenged him. Pridey fouls it off. You can see Pridey sort of late on that heater. Definitely anticipating that big looping curve. See where Maeda goes here. Another fastball. This one chopped. Hadley playing back on it. Makes a nice play and a good throw to first for the second out here in the third. With 2 outs, that'll bring up the third baseman, number 18, Eli de Guzman. Curveball stayed up for ball 1. Eli in April and March, batting .351 in April and .345 in March, has really come alive after having an 0 for 22 February. Really struggled and immediately got the bat going. Now 10 RBIs in his last 65 at-bats. That one down the line, but foul.
That's got to be a confidence booster for him. I mean, going 0 of 22, that can really kind of damage you. But,
Yeah.
The last couple months he's had, he's just played so well. So that's good for de Guzman, and hopefully he can kind of keep it up.
Curveball all over it. Tattoo to center. Palacios lost his footing, but able to recover and make a nice play arranging back. So that'll do it for the first 3 frames as we head to the top of the 4th. Still all tied up, 3 apiece, as it'll be Max Lopez, Marcus Money, and Dikramar Orta coming up for the Eagles.
Hi, I'm Anna Patero, communicate.
All right, welcome back. We're ready for the top of the 4th. Ryan Radke still on the mound. 62 pitches through 3 innings, so I'm sure he's going to try to get aggressive here so he can stay in this one. Third baseman Max Lopez will lead it off. Batting 7th in the order in this one. That one popped him up, got him inside his hands. This one will go straight back into the stands for strike 2. The 0-2 to Lopez. Curveball. That one not as sharp of break. Did get Lopez to bite. One and 2 to Lopez. The pitch almost got him to bite, but he will hold up for ball 2.
You know, Radke's pitch count's getting higher and higher as the game goes on, but you know what I've kind of noticed, and especially the last couple innings he's pitched, he seems more calm and composed.
That one belted deep left field. It's gone. So Max Lopez with his first home run of the season. And it comes here in the top of the 4th to give Laney a 4-3 lead. Turn on the inside fastball. And that one just escaped the yard.
Yeah, one of the better, more consistent bats for Laney. Was only a matter of time before he got a home run. Kind of surprising he just got his first home run of the season, and we're at the end of April because, like I said, he's a pretty good, big, consistent bat.
That one yanked for ball 1 to Marcus Money. Only the 4th home run surrendered by Ryan this year through 50 innings of work. Change up, stays low for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch, fastball right back up the middle. Watch your lips. So a couple hard hit balls from the Eagles as they now have a runner on base with no outs with the lead after the solo shot. Marcus Money, second time he's been on base after he reached on the air at second base. As Dikramar Orta, the shortstop for the Eagles, will step into the box for his second at-bat of the game. He popped up to the pitcher's mound. Pridey came in and made a nice running catch. That one got him. Curveball stayed inside and also might have caught a little bit of the umpire. So not a great start to the inning in this one for the Falcons, and Ryan already had a high pitch count, not helping himself there with now first and second, no outs. Tyler Chenard up. He has 2 doubles in this one, 2 for 2.
Yeah, Radke just kind of needs a reset. He kind of just needs to regain his composure, his focus, and just kind of play to the best of his abilities.
Bunt from Chenard. A little indecisive. Ryan will take it himself and flip it to Benny covering first. Good initiative from Ryan to just go grab that ball. Looked like him and Pridey were sort of playing chicken on who would have gone up and grabbed it. So good sacrifice from Chenard. Now 1 out, runners on second and third for the second baseman, Jalen Hadley. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of pop-ups. I'm sure Ryan's looking for the same result here. First pitch, fastball spiked.
And Stover's, looks like he's going to talk to Radke right now.
Yeah, not sure if he's going to try to buy some time for Galindo down there in the bullpen. We've seen him last game. He made a couple mound visits without actually pulling the plug on his pitcher out there. Usually you'll see the manager only come out for a pitching change. But Stover likes to come out and just talk to his guy as well. Talk strategy with the infielders. We'll see how they approach Hadley right here. Azan Lewis on deck. The biggest RBI threat. Not sure if they're going to want him up with bases loaded and 1 out. Although that would put the double play in order. Curveball down for ball 2. This will be the 75th pitch of the outing for Ryan. Fastball, not a good sign to spike those fastballs. Very uncharacteristic of Ryan. And talking to him before the game, he was trying to make sure that that was not the case. Because fastballs should never be in the dirt like that. Good job from Nazarati behind the dish in this one. Hasn't caught in a little bit with Austin Menacini hitting so well and playing really well behind the dish as well. That one outside for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk for Hadley. Loads the bases for the 3-hole hitter, number 11, Azan Lewis.
Yeah, Solano's in a little bit of a dangerous spot right now with Lewis coming up. He is 0 for 2 though on the day. So hopefully he can make it 0 for 3 and give Solano their second out of this inning.
Curveball, low and outside for ball 1. You can see Ryan sort of struggling to find his command A lot of those smirks on the mound, which usually means he knows he's confident in his ability, just not quite there in this one. So 2-0 to Lewis. Nowhere to put him. Laney with a 4-3 lead after the solo shot by Max Lopez to lead off this inning. Followed by a single hit by pitch, sac bunt, and a walk. Fastball catches the outside corner. Generous call there. Lewis not happy with that one.
Yeah, I agree. Generous call because I think that barely just went past the strike zone. But either way, a strike is a strike, and hopefully that gets Radke's confidence back to where it needs to be.
Yeah, he had thrown 9 straight balls up until that strike, so we'll see if he can build off that, get the feeling. There it is. No, that one outside. Thought that one was closer than the other one.
Yeah, really. Wow.
So 3-1. That one just overthrown, and it'll be a walk with the bases loaded. So Marcus Money will come in to score, giving the Eagles a 2-run lead now. Still 1 out and bases loaded.
Yeah, and I think Stover now is pulling Radke out.
Yep, he will pull the plug. So we will have a pitching change as Anthony Galindo will come in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Down by 2, trying to keep this one intact. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Anna Patero, Communication Studies Professor and Fairfield Sassoon Unified School District Governing Board Member, Trustee Area 6. Thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network, where it's more than just sports, it's an education.
All right, and we're back after the move. Anthony Galindo will relieve Ryan as Ryan just went 3 1/3 innings, 5 runs, a few walks, and a hit by pitch through 81 pitches. But here's the right-hander, Anthony Galindo. That one hit, base hit into left. Meach coming in, and he bobbles it. So 2 runs will come in to score on the first pitch that Galindo throws as Palacios will drive in 2 runs here.
Not a good start for Galindo, getting hit on his very first pitch. But, you know, plenty of time left. Just kind of shake that off and kind of recollect yourself and your nerves and try to help Solano go back into this game as they're now down 7-3 in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, that one's sort of right down the middle. Not a great first pitch. That'll bring up the catcher, Mauricio Bermudez. First and second, 1 out. Galindo really good at finding that ground ball. Good pitch right there. Got him out in front for strike 1. 0-1 to Bermudez. Galindo got a good sinker. Could induce a lot of ground balls. That cutter slider catches the outside corner for strike 2. Oh, 2, 1 out, runners on first and second. Galindo looking for the strikeout in a key spot here. That one stays up just a bit for ball 1. So this has been the best month for Galindo. He has 3 starts on the year, was moved to the bullpen in March, and in April through 6 innings has a 5.68 ERA. Only has given up 5 hits, 4 runs, and has 6 strikeouts. That one off his glove might have actually been an inning-ending double play. Instead, it'll be ricocheted. Sort of exacerbated the situation right there. Might have been right back up the middle for Benny. Could have flipped it to Castrew at short and gotten them out of the jam. Obviously, natural instincts is to knock it down and make a play. Also, a little bit of self-defense. Don't want to get hit in the leg with that ground ball.
Yeah, just an unfortunate sequence for Solano, as this inning has just really not gone their way. And they're trying to get out of this inning as fast as they can, but they only have 1 out.
That one outside for ball 1. Yeah, 7-3. I mean, ground ball here, pop-up strikeout would help a lot. We've seen Solano put up a crooked number in plenty of innings before. Still early, just the 4th inning, so a lot of ball game to play. That one low and by Nazarati. So a wild pitch in the dirt. Nazarati has been really consistent behind the dish. That one got away from him, and that'll bring in another run, making it 8-3. So all 3 of Ryan Radke's runners out there come in to score. So a couple rough outings, back-to-back outings for Ryan. Only going 7 2/3 innings combined and giving up 16 runs. Castrillo coming in, only played a first in time for the 2nd out, but Palacios will come in to score. Laney's 6th run in this half.
Yeah, the 6th run in this half alone, I mean, that's as much as they have scored in the last 2 games they've played in this series against Solano. So Laney's offense has definitely picked it up in this 3rd and final game of this series.
So here's Lopez. He led off the inning with the home run. Now he's coming across to bat around for his 2nd at-bat in this inning. Bermudez at 3rd. He advanced on the fielder's choice. Ground ball, foul ball. Very quiet from both dugouts, as it has been basically all game.
Yeah, not too much chatter from both.
That one down the line and out of reach of Martin. Overplayed it, but he will get it in. Lopez with another hit. His 2nd RBI in this one. As that'll put up a 10 spot for the Eagles. Solano now trails by 7, 10-3. Curveball outside, ball 1. To the first baseman, number 24, Marcus Money. Money singled and came around to score. That one low, blocked by Nazarati. Two and 0 to Money. Money is being his second at bat of the inning, as the floodgates have sort of bursted open here in this half, as we were tied up heading into this half, and Laney has put up a 7 spot just this inning. Fastball high, ball 4.
Solano's pitching is struggling mightily, to say the least, today. Those are the nicest words I can say. But yeah, they need to really kind of just kick it up on all cylinders with everything. Offense, pitching, got to cut down on the errors, and, like we've been kind of saying, maybe a different game. But now with 10-3, Solano has time left, but not too much.
Fastball catches the corner on Orta. Orta was hit by a pitch, came around to score. Yeah, Solano with a 8.73 ERA in losses and a 3.44 in wins. So clearly the pitching has been the difference, as their bats has really been good in conference play as a team, batting .300. It's been the inconsistency with the staff, and really been tough with the short staff we've had. Only really 6 pitchers to go to due to injuries, with Jesse Rodriguez on the IL stint with the turf toe. Tostrup with some rotator cuff tendonitis, as that one will get through. Martin, throw home off the glove of Nazarati. So another RBI, and this one will go down as a single and a fielder's choice for Orta, as he will advance to second on the throw from Martin. Lopez comes around to score, and Money now at third base, second and third with still 2 outs here as they flip the lineup over. Here's Tyler Chenard. He had that sac bunt, the first out of the inning. After that, it was walk, walk, single, single, and then the ground out, leading to another single, another walk, and another single. First pitch over for strike 1. Something we haven't seen enough of from the pitching staff. Those strike 1s are really crucial in terms of getting ahead and having some margin for error later in the at-bat. That one driven into center field. This one will get grabbed in the gap by Bates, but not before 2 runs come across to score, as this has been an absolutely hideous inning for Solano. Down 13-3. Two RBI single by Chenard brings home the 9th run of the inning.
Yeah, that doesn't look like Laney's bats are stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, really the 10th run of the inning, I believe. One and one to Hadley. The 4th inning that never ends for the Falcons. This one piece left field. McClenn camped under it and will finally make that elusive 3rd out of the inning. Not before Laney blows this one open. 13-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Martin, Nazarati, and Burns coming up with an uphill battle.
Dr. Celia Esposito Noy. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
All right, welcome back. We are ready for the bottom of the fourth. Solano down by 10 here, 13-3. That one upstairs for ball one to right fielder Shane Martin. Martin had that bunt for an infield hit. Ended up getting doubled off at third on a great play by Ko Maeda on the mound. We'll see if that comes back to bite Solano. They had bases loaded, no outs. Were only able to score one more run after that play. Ground ball to short. Play by Orta on to first to Money for the first out. And it looks like the Falcons will make the move. Pinch hitter number 9, catcher Austin Menacini will come into the game for Nazarati behind the dish. After a very long top of the fourth, I'm sure Nazarati's legs are a bit fatigued and going to get Austin Menacini some at-bats here. Although there's not many options outside of Menacini if anything were to go wrong. First pitch, fastball, good one for Maeda. This will be a huge response for Maeda to go 1-2-3. Just absolutely kills the morale for the Falcons, especially when he's been sitting on the bench for basically 30 to 40 minutes after that half. Would be very impressive for him to dominate here in this inning. And for Solano, after giving up 10 in the fourth and not being able to put up anything here, be a huge morale killer, but Menacini trying to change that and be more of an optimist, other than myself. That one high for ball 2.
Maybe Mendocini can be the spark for the offense that the Falcons are desperately going to need if they even want a chance to even stay in this game.
Fastball inside. Maeda pumping it up.
That was a heater for him.
2-2 to Menacini. Austin raking in conference play. RBI machine. He's out in front on the good curveball from Maeda. The 2-2. Fastball, grounder up the middle. Orta will play back on it. Make a strong throw to first in time for the second out of the inning. And Austin, although he's been still really good in conference play in April, now in 32 at-bats, only 5 hits for a 150 average, so sort of dipping a little bit, having a slump of an April after hitting 500 in March through 39 at-bats, had 4 home runs. Kind of easy to see how he's going to have a down month, showing he is human. 1-0 to Burns. He had that base hit, kept the rally going. Takes the curveball for ball 2. Benny having a cultural influence on the team with introducing the hacky sack to the guys. And it has caught on immediately. A lot of the pitchers and position players, if you're here at the game, before and after, will get in a circle and play with the hacky sack, and they'll argue it'll help with their hips. Seems more like it's just a way to keep the energy loose and have some fun. 2-2 with 2 outs here to Benny Peluso Burns. Maeda trying to go 1-2-3. Curveball stays up for ball 3. Full count to Benny. Fastball low, ball 4. So Benny will reach on both of his at-bats. Only Falcon to do that so far. So with 2 outs, Stover's going to make another move. It'll be number 27 now in left field, Cooper Hack. Fastball, and that'll drop. Base hit for Cooper. As now you can hear the dugout getting loud.
A little life in the Solano dugout. It usually comes around the middle of the game usually, as in the beginning it is crickets over there.
Yeah, and Cooper's first hit of the year, so that's why you're getting some noise in the dugout. Only 10 at-bats for him, though, so nothing crazy. But good to see him get his first collegiate hit. That'll bring up Zion Judkins, first and second with 2 outs. Judkins, power threat. He takes a big hack. Pitch right down the middle. I'm sure he wants that one back.
Yeah, Zion being the big bat for Solano could be huge. Could get an RBI here. Maybe a home run would definitely help.
The 0-1. Fastball jammed him. This one will be out of play. Nice one-handed grab from Jimmy Larson over there in the dugout. You can see Maeda using that rosin bag a lot, trying to get a good grip. 0-2 to Judkins. Fastball. Just low for ball 1. Tough take, but works out. Burns at second and Hack at first for Zion Judkins. 2 outs. Solano down by 10. Gonna need something. And Zion will call time.
Yeah, even the smallest thing can kind of spark something, because this team just needs anything right now for them.
A couple bloops and a blast will bring you back into the ball game. They're just gonna have to chip away at this deficit. Not gonna get it all back in one inning, but a couple runs here, a couple runs there will. Soon they'll be back in it, as that one's outside for ball 2. Judkins hit .310 in March and followed it with batting .231 now in April. Had those 2 home runs and 11 RBIs last month. That one popped up. Playable for money. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So Maeda gets out of the jam unscathed as we head to the top of the 5th. Solano down by 10 with Lewis, Palacios, and Bermudez coming up for the Eagles.
college just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology.
Welcome back to the top of the fifth here, as Zahn Lewis will lead it off, and a new pitcher for the Falcons. It's Justin Boston, number 2. He has 6 appearances, all out of the pen, and accounting for 9 1/3 innings of work. Fastball off the middle, hit his shoe, might be able to make a play. He will. He'll take his time. So his cleat, the best defender on the field, as he'll knock that one down and make the play himself. Looks like there's another substitution. Couple subs, actually. We saw Cooper Hack pinch hit, Austin Menacini pinch hit, Menacini behind the dish, Hack in left. And a couple defensive replacements. Mike Vena will play third, and Jimmy Larson will come in to play center. So a quick 1-3 for the first out. Boston throwing strikes here. First pitch to Palacios in there for strike 1. Boston has had his troubles with the walks. 13 walks and 12 hits given up, so more walks than hits. Talking to him, no, he wants to get those numbers down. It's been frustrating him. 0-2 to Palacios. Fastball. Just missed for ball 1. Curveball, swing and a miss. Got him for the second out. Nice breaker from Justin. Sends Palacios packing. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 19, Mauricio Bermudez.
Two quick outs for Solano. See if they can make it a third and go up to bat.
That one catches the corner. Five strikes and 6 pitches. That one low for ball 1. Shouldn't have said anything. That one got him inside and also got a piece of the umpire.
Oh.
He's down in some pain. Got him in the tricep, it looks like.
Then
the trainer and head coach Stover come out to check on him.
Kind of looked like it skimmed him in the head a bit, but I mean, he seems okay.
Looks like he'll be all right to stay back there. Always a tough gig, not only being an umpire, but the home plate umpire. You don't make a lot of friends with that job.
No. Yeah, no doubt. I'm be surprised he only had 1 or 2 friends. No offense.
Yeah.
Not only that, too, the kind of the dangerous part. Like, you never know when a ball can go out of control, and luckily it wasn't anything too bad. But even with all the protective gear and stuff they have,
still some vulnerable spots.
Yep.
And even if it hits you in the gear, it still can hurt. That one driven into left field, base hit. Hack will play it off the bounce. Sort of fumbling it out there, but he'll eventually get it in. So a hit by pitch and a single sets up first and second with 2 outs for Max Lopez.
got his first home run earlier in this game. See what he can do here. He's got 2 on the bases right now with 2 outs, though. See if Solano can capitalize.
Fastball up the middle. Larson coming in. Bermudez will come in to score. Throw home. Cut off by Pridey. Can hear Stover directing his infielders to make sure they're communicating to Larson to get that to third, as he should. No play at home on that one. Got to hit your cutoff, which would be Castrillo at short, so that you hold the runner at second, which he ended up holding anyway, but definitely could have taken an extra 90 feet if he wanted. So another RBI for Lopez, his third. Now 3 for 4 with 2 RBI singles and that solo shot, which really initiated this offensive onslaught for the Eagles.
Yeah, that solo home run was the catalyst that sparked the Eagles' offense, and I mean, it just really hasn't slowed down as they've now taken a 14-3 lead over Solano, and we're just in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, just about halfway through this one. Swing and a foul tip caught by Menacini for strike 2. Boston's got the good breaker. See if he goes right back to it. Fastball is getting hit around lately, so see if he goes to the slurve. Fastball fouled back. Marcus Muddy down the count 0-2 with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Curveball stayed high for ball 1. The 1-2 from Boston. Fastball popped up. Definitely playable. Benny Peluso Burns ranging back. He'll be called off by the right fielder Shane Martin, ranging in to make the 3rd out of the inning. As we hit the halfway point, we will head to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Castrillo, Bates, and Pridey coming up next.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Welcome to another episode of On Campus here at Solano Community College with the Solano College Sports.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 5th. Maeda still on the mound for the Eagles. And Nico Castrillo will lead it off. 0 for 2 in this one so far. First pitch, right there for strike one.
Maeda's still in this one as we're in the bottom of the fifth, but Laney does have a pitcher in the bullpen warming up, and I believe I saw his number. I believe it's number 40, Jacob Pubel. So at some point we may see him take over.
Castillo quickly down the count 0-2. Maeda at 70 pitches up to this point. Pretty good spot for him. Right there, down the middle for strike three looking. Castillo clearly sitting on something slow as he takes 3 fastballs, all looking as Jimmy Larson, who came in last half, defensive substitution for Jackson Bates. Sure to rest Bates' legs as this game got out of hand in a hurry. Another strike from Maeda. Has had really good fastball command in this one.
Yeah, he's had really good control on his fastballs, and he's been just throwing absolute heat as well.
Oh, really good curveball. Had Larson way out in front. Yeah, other than that second inning where Solano had 5 straight singles and 6 in total, really that double play that Maeda made sort of killed all the momentum Solano had. Oh, and a strike 3 called on a outside fastball. Sits Larson down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Maeda to start the fifth.
Yeah, besides that that second inning you were talking about where Solano was rattling off the singles, Maeda's just been kind of in a good groove, kind of just, Solano's lining him up and Maeda's knocking him down for Laney as they have already 2 outs in this inning.
Curveball, first ball. Had 6 straight strikes and 2 strikeouts, so glad I didn't jinx it. Would have been set up for an immaculate inning, which I would have been okay with seeing. Curveball right there for strike 1. 1-1 now to Pridey.
Kind of hesitation for a second for Pridey. I don't think if he hesitates at the end, that might have given him a ball.
Fastball. Maeda lost count of the strikes. That one just strike 2. Looked like he was walking off the mound like it was strike 3, but nonetheless, he has been rolling this half. Looking to strike out the side. That one low in the dirt for ball 2.
Both dugouts still pretty quiet, but Laney's dugout is gotten. They were just making some noise a little bit ago for their pitcher. Usually we kind of hear noise when the bats are going for either side, so always kind of a good thing. Give your pitcher a little love.
That one foul tipped by Pridey. Yeah, the way Maeda was rolling, hard not to cheer for your guy. In a good situation to pick up the win if he is to get this out. Got to go 5 innings in order to qualify for the win. Up by 11. Fastball might have been a splitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So he strikes out the side in order. 1-2-3 goes the Falcons as we head to the top of the 6th. Solano down big, 14-3. It'll be Orta, Chenard, and Hadley coming up next for the Eagles.
Everyone, welcome to another episode of On Campus here at Solano Community College with the Solano College Sports Network. My name is Garrick Lamwaja. With me today is my guest, Cameron Anderson. So, Cameron, you're part of the sports broadcasting class, right?
Yes, I am.
So tell me, what's that like for you?
It's been great. I've had a lot of fun with it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it so much. I knew that sports broadcasting sounded like it was kind of up my alley, and I would get into it because I just watch so much sports all the time. And yeah, I've been having a great time.
Welcome back to the Solano College Sports Network. This one-sided affair up to this point. Solano down 14-3, heading to the top of the 6th. Dekramar Orta will lead it off. 1 for 2 in this one with the hit by pitch. Came around to score on that hit by pitch and then had a base hit back in the 4th in his second at bat of the inning. So he looks at strike 1. Boston still in the game. That one low for ball 1. Boston pick up 2 quick outs in the last half and then a hit by pitch, a couple base hits. Scored 1 as Bermudez came across to score and then got out of the jam with just that 1 run given up. Slurve hung up, didn't come back into the zone. That one high for ball 2. Fastball. Orta jammed and out in front on that one. This will be the 20th pitch of the outing for Boston through an inning of work. Curveball, ground ball. Castrillo, nice play. Throw on to first in time for the first out of the 6th.
Clean scoop and clean throw by Castillo to get that first out for the Falcons. Still some time left in this game, even though, like you've been saying, Cam, one-sided 14-3. But, you know, got to have confidence and faith. And if Solano get those bats going, you know, you really never know what could happen.
Yeah. Chenard looks at strike 1. Boston, good command of the fastball early. Curveball. Nice piece of hitting from Chenard to go down and get that one. Hits it in the 5-6 hole for a 1-out base hit. His 4th hit in this one. He's 4 for 5. And the one time he got out was that sac bunt, which helped them blow this game wide open back in the 4th. So here's the second baseman, Jalen Hadley. He looks at ball 1. Laney still yet to make any substitutions with their starting lineup.
Understandable, since they have a commanding lead and they've kind of just been doing everything right.
Yeah, usually when this game's sort of already seen out of hand, you might see the coach put in some guys off the bench to get some reps. But it looks like they're still not comfortable with this lead.
I'll say we'll probably see that somewhere in the 7th,
yeah.
Top or bottom.
That one over for strike 2. 1-2 to Jalen Hadley. Hadley 0 for 3 with a walk. Popped up. Pridey on his horse. And arranging in foul territory. He'll make the nice running catch and tiptoe. Had to drag the toe like a wide receiver. And he was inbounds.
Yeah, good little toe drag to get that catch, get the out. 2 outs, and, you know, Boston's been pitching pretty solid since he came in. So I would not be I think he's going to probably get this out here, and then Solano's bats can get going when the bottom of the 6th starts.
And it looks like they're going to give the runner second base as Pridey was out of play. Not sure how the collegiate rule works. I always thought that if the defender leaves his feet for a ball, then the runner can advance, but looks like they're going to give the runner second base because Pridey was actually out of play in the ranging towards the dugout. Oh, 1 to Lewis. Lewis also 0 for 3 with a walk in this one. That one stays just a hair low for ball 1. This one hit to right. Martin coming in. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So Boston gets out of the little jam there. Nice solid inning for the Falcons as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be De Guzman, Martin, and Mendocini coming up for the Falcons. All right, we're back and ready for the bottom of the 6th. Maeda out of the game in this one as he went 5 innings through 80 pitches, gave up 4 runs, 7 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. So it will be Luke Marr coming in, right-hander for the Eagles, as he first pitch is a ball to Mike Vena, who will have his first at-bat in this one after coming in as a defensive substitution. Blake, what should we look for from the right-hander?
Well, for number 44, Luke Marr.
Ball's grounded to third, on to first in time for out number 1.
Laney gets that out. He's got a 2.55 ERA. He's 3-3 in 19 appearances, and he's given up 31 hits to 19 runs. So Solano should be able to kind of maybe put in some work against him. We'll see. Their bats have been kind of iffy today. As the score shows, 14-3, Laney's still up.
Yeah, Luke Marr actually, I mean, one of their best pitchers overall, with coming in with a 2.55 ERA. He leads in that department. Sort of interesting to see him get in this game. He leads the team with 20 appearances. Sort of interesting. You'd think in a blowout like this they might have eased up on the gas. Still no substitutions, and they bring in basically their best reliever.
Yeah, I also think it's kind of a mixture, too, of the last game, as he throws a strike right there for his first strike. Like in the last game, I saw they used 5 or 6 different pitchers.
True.
So maybe that could be kind of one of the reasons, too.
This one hit to center field. It will not be out of reach of the center fielder, Palacios. Nice running catch. Hard hit ball from Martin, but he will take his jog back to the dugout for the second out. Yeah, Laney used 6 pitchers on Wednesday, only threw out 2 on Tuesday, last game we broadcasted at home. Curveball low to the catcher, number 9, Austin Menacini. Menacini grounded out to short in his last at-bat. Quickly 2 outs here in the 6th. Good curve.
That was a very nice curveball thrown by...
Good late break.
Yeah, by Mar.
Fastball. Swung on and fouled back for strike 2.
You know, another strategy Laney could be going with throwing in, you know, one of their better pitchers in Mar, too, is, you know, they could be kind of wanting to maybe, you know, kind of put the exclamation point, the statement on this game and close out this series because they were down, you know, 0-2.
Yeah, we'll see if they let Mar go a few innings. Definitely has the capability to go multiple innings. The 2-2. Good take by Menacini. That'll push the count to full. Yeah, it seems like Laney's really just trying to put their foot down and finish this one out strong. Even though they have the comfortable lead, they don't want to let this one slip away. Fastball popped up, but out of play.
Yeah, they just want to make sure this game is completely out of reach for Solano, and I think they're just kind of in that mentality of let's just get this over with since we have this, you know, big comfortable lead. But I mean, anything can still happen.
Fastball right back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting from Menacini on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. This one will get over the head of the cutoff, but Mar there to back it up. So a 2-out hit for Menacini as he tries to improve on his month of April. As I said earlier, only batting 160 in the month of April coming into this one, although he has been so good in conference play. So here's the second baseman, Benny Pluso-Burns, 1-for-1 with a base hit and a walk. Fastball outside, ball 1. Only player so far to reach in both of his at-bats. Fastball right there, but fouled back for strike 1. Good opportunity here for Benny, rounding towards the end of the year, trying to fight for some playing time. As after this, Solano will only have one final series against Mendocino. Menacini off the bag, but he will get back in time after the back pick from Bermudez behind the dish. So next week we will have 2 broadcasts, 2 home games on Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday one will be weird. Solano technically the visitors, but we'll be here at Billy and Louie Yarbrough Stadium, as that one's low and inside for ball 3. And after next week, that will be the last 2 games we broadcast of baseball for the season. And moving forward, as Benny hits a nice ball into the gap, this could be extra bases. Right fielder will look as it goes to the wall. Menacini rounding third. He'll dig for home. Throw to second as Benny will dive headfirst into third with a RBI triple. Nice piece of hitting for Benny going the other way. So Benny making the most of his opportunity in this one. 2 for 2 with a walk, as he will bring home the 4th run of the game for Solano, making it 14-4. Hack looks at one right down the middle for strike 1. Cooper got his first hit of the year in his last at-bat back in the 4th. As he looks at 2 pitches for strikes. Quickly down the count, 0-2.
Yeah, and going back to Burns real quick, like you were saying, he's kind of fighting for playing time. And in that, short amount of time.
As Hack goes around swinging. Tough at-bat there, but Solano will get one more on thanks to a RBI triple from Benny. As we head to the top of the 7th, it'll be Palacios, Bermudez, and Ely coming up next for the Eagles. All right, we're back for the top of the 7th. Boston still on the mound, pitching well in this one. Only surrendered 1 run in his 2 innings of work. As the center fielder, Andres Palacio, will lead it off as he looks at ball 1 outside. Fastball catches the inside corner for strike 1. Pitch count at a good spot for Justin. This will be the 32nd pitch for him through 2 innings. Fastball ran inside and in on his fists for strike 2. Breaking ball outside for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Got him in the dirt for strike 3. Justin's second strikeout in this outing. So here's the catcher, Bermudez. He's 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch. Has come across to score twice. Curveball catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Bermudez holds up. Menacini caught that one. Trying to walk it off.
Gimping a little bit, but he seems okay.
1-1 to the Laney catcher. Curveball bounces. Fastball down the line. Foul ball, just foul. Umpire with some energy here in the 7th. Nice animated sign that it was foul.
Respect that, keeping the game alive when it's a kind of one-sided affair. Umpire trying to get everybody involved.
Two and two. The pitch. Fastball right there. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Boston.
Yeah, he's been pitching really well since coming in. It's just unfortunately, that Solano was kind of already in the hole that they dug for themselves when Boston came in. So, Unfortunately, his pitching might not get recognized as much today, but he is pitching pretty solid.
Here's the right fielder, Amir Ely. Ely 2 for 4 with a couple singles. Came across the score in the 2nd, as that one's deemed inside for ball 1.
Yeah, last time Ely was on base, he stole a couple bases. He's definitely got some wheels. Boston throws a strike right there.
Yeah, great breaking ball right there. Catches the outside corner. Evens the count up at 1 apiece with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Fastball right there. Boston in a roll right here. Trying to keep Solano in this one. 1-2. Has a chance to strike out the side in order. Fastball center field. Jimmy Larson coming in. He will make the catch. So 1-2-3 goes the Eagles. 3 nice innings from Boston out of the bullpen. Keeping Solano in this one, although they are down by 10 heading to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be top of the order. Judkins, Castrillo, and Larson coming up for the Falcons. All right, and we're back for the bottom of the 7th. Looks like number 3, Chasen Love, will pinch hit for Zion Judkins, as he will face Luke Marr still in this one. Came in last inning out of the pen. Love looks at ball 1 inside. The 1-0. Low again for ball 2. Solano down to their last 9 outs. It's starting to get to bottom third of the game. It's basically now or never if they want to try to inch back, as Love will hit one into the 5-6 hole, showing some life with a leadoff base hit.
Good start for Solano's bats. See if they can keep it up here.
Here's number 1, Nico Castrillo, 0 for 3 up to this point. In danger of having a rare hitless game. Came into this one batting .480. That one, low.
Yeah, it would be very shocking if Castrillo went without a hit.
This one might get down. It will. Base hit. Throwing to second. Love able to get in there safely. So back-to-back knocks here in the 7th with no outs. Brings up Jimmy Larson with runners at first and second. Larson, a switch hitter, batting from the left side with Luke Marr on the hill. Fastball swing and a miss. Threw that one right in on his hands. Unless you're sitting on that, tough pitch to get your hands around to. If they had wood bats, it would lead to some firewood. Change up low. The 1-1, late on that one. Fouled off for strike 2.
See if Marr can get the first out of the inning here for Laney with his strikeout.
The 1-2 from Marr. Fastball right down the middle for strike 3. Second strikeout for Larson as he will head back to the dugout, and Jason Pridy will dig into the box. Back-to-back lefties for Solano. Pridy 1 for 3 with the base hit back in the second and came across to score the opening run for the Falcons. Pridy red hot in April, trying to keep it going here. Couple runners on. That one gets by Bermudez. He can't find the ball. Love will round third and hold up there as Castrillo and Chasen will advance 90 feet on the wild pitch.
Solano here in great position to hopefully at least score those 2 runs that are on base right here. Make it a 14-6 and make that hole a little less smaller than it is.
1-0 to Jason. Fastball right there, fouled it straight back, so he was all over it. One and 1 to Pridy. Curveball. Caught the strike zone for strike 2. One and 2 to Pridy. Runners on second, third. Curveball. Good eye. Holds up in time. 2-2 with 2 on and nobody and 1 out. Excuse me. Fastball foul tipped and just out of the glove of the catcher. Still 2-2, 1 out. Fastball stays up for ball 3, so full count now to Jason. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Fastball leaves it up for ball 4, so they're loaded for third baseman number 11, Michael Vena. Vena batting .250 in conference play, 4 for 16, couple RBIs, and 3 walks. Vena serving as a good bench bat for the Falcons, playing behind Eli de Guzman, who's been raking in conference play. Sort of tough for him to get in the lineup consistently, similar to Benny's situation where he's got Vega and Castru in front of him. Fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, well, hopefully like many, he can, Vena can take the opportunities he's given, whether they're big or the smallest one possible. And
up the middle, might be routine. Step on to second, throw to first. They're going to call it in time. Rough call, and that'll be an inning-ending double play as the shortstop, Orta, will take it himself to second, and strong throw to first. Good pick by Money at first. To end the inning, we go to the top of the 8th. It'll be Lopez, Money, and Orta coming up next.
We have everything that an automotive shop would have or even a dealership would have.
If you guys are interested in automotive at all, go to Solano Community College. Check out the automotive program. It can be a career path for you, just like what I'm doing, or it could be an extreme hobbyist, an enthusiast.
If you really like cars and learning stuff all the time, then this is the best place to go.
Hi, my name is Cameron Anderson, and thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
My name is Richard Mealy. Thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
All right, and we're back. Ready for the top of the 8th. Boston still in this one. That one high for ball 1. Boston facing Max Lopez to lead it off here in the 8th. Quickly 2 balls. Justin with 3 strikeouts in the 3 innings. Oh, that one got up around his neck. So Lopez will reach again in a painful fashion. He's now 3 for 4 with a homer and 2 singles. Now hit by pitch. He's reached in his last 4 plate appearances. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 24, Marcus Money. 1 for 3 in this one. Has scored 3 times, though.
Yeah, he's been money when it comes to points across the board.
One and 0 to Money. Excuse me, 0-1. He was swinging at that one. Owen 1 to Money as Lopez took second on the pitch, and another one runs inside, hit by pitch. One of Boston's struggles this season, the walks and hit by pitches. So first and second for Dicromar Orta. First and second with nobody out. Fastball over the glove of Vena into left field. This one will not drive in a run, though. They hold up, throw back to third. Got him in time. Heads up play from Vena. Nice throw from Hack, hitting his cutoff man. And they will back pick Lopez at third for the first out.
That's what I figured when you only had 9. It can't fit. It just won't go on there. Okay. All right. We're good. All good. I thought I was tripping. Where'd you go to school? Huh? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you do math? SSC.
First and second now with 1 out. Time called. Looks like number 9, Octavio Martinez, will pinch hit and play left field for Tyler Chenard. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. One out, runners on first and second. Fastball, this one is popped up. This one might land, and it will land, but in foul territory, just foul. Would have been easy extra bases and probably 2 RBIs for Martinez. But it'll go down as a long strike.
Yeah, that would have been really bad for Solano, in all honesty. If they would have probably scored at least a run or 2, I would have probably said that's probably the nail in the coffin.
Martinez comes in this one batting 114 on the year. Five hits and 44 at-bats. That one outside. One and 2 to Martinez. Curveball. Does a good job of holding up for ball 2. Two and 2 with 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Fastball, he drives it to right field. Martin makes a nice leaping catch.
Nice
Runner will
catch.
tag from second and head to third, but Shane Martin, tough read, but makes up for it with a nice leaping grab. Might have a better vertical than a lot of the basketball players on the Solano team. Nice play by Martin out there. That'll bring up the second baseman, number 5, Jalen Hadley. Hadley 0 for 4 with a walk and a run back in the fourth. All flyouts. That one inside for ball 1.
Boston and out away from putting Solano back up to bat, and
that one thrown away.
Oh.
It looks like he lost his footing on the pickoff move. Sort of just, that'll go down as the E1, as looks like Orta will come all the way around to third, and Money will come in to score.
yeah, he's been money scoring today. I believe that's his 4th run of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, leads in that department today. Only 3 other players. Orta has come across to score twice, although he's in danger at third base. Lopez has 2 runs, and Bermudez has 2 runs, and Money 4 runs. So getting it going, and the bottom of this lineup has really got it going. 8 runs between 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
Wow.
Pretty absurd. Definitely exactly what Laney wants out of the bottom of the order. Middle of the order hasn't really had it going. Lewis 0 for 4, and coming into this game, he was their best hitter on paper and had the most RBIs in the series today. Big name, Tyler Chenard, who just got pinch hit for, but went 4 for 5, 2 doubles, 2 singles. Few RBIs in this one. That one across for strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, when your big hitters aren't, producing, you kind of look for someone in your lineup, and
ground ball to third. Vena on the hop. Throw to first. Looked like Pridey was ready to stretch forward, and that ball was just offline. Pridey not able to make the play. So that'll go down as an error. And another run, as that is Orta's 3rd run in the ballgame.
Yeah, and Solano's errors now are just piling up. As we saw in the beginning of this game, they made a lot of easy ones, and now they're just piling up altogether.
Looks like the Eagles will pinch hit for Azan Lewis. It'll be number 23, Caleb Reichel, as he looks at strike 1. That one, swing and a miss. Reichel in 11 at-bats, still searching for his first hit of the season. He has 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Looks at ball 1. The 1-2, ground ball, fair territory. Vena, backhand. It's going to eat it. Throw to short. Throw to second, I mean, under the glove of Benny, but runner won't advance. Boston searching for that 3rd out. Not getting any help from his defense. So Reichel with his first hit of the season, infield single. Not the prettiest of hits, but he will take it. Here's Palacios, turns on one, out in front. Routine fly ball for Cooper Hack, who will make the catch for the final out here in the top of the 8th. The Eagles get 2 across here, expanding their lead to 16-4. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, it'll be Martin, Mendocini, and Burns coming up next for the Falcons.
Hi, my name's Cameron Anderson.
Welcome back as we're ready for the bottom of the 8th. Shane Martin will lead it off for the Falcons. Down by 12 here. Heading to the final 6 outs for the Falcons. First pitch by Luke Marr in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and I presume Marr's just going to finish it out for Laney in the pitching. Don't see anybody really warming up in the bullpen or anything.
Yeah, no action in the pen for Laney. Assume Marr's going to finish this one out. The 1-1. This one hit to the gap. Right fielder on the run. He'll make the catch. Nice running play from Amir Ely in right field for the first out of the bottom of the 8th. So with 1 out here in the 8th, Austin Mendocini will get a chance to hit. He had a knock in his last at-bat and a knock here. This one will get to the wall. Mendocini rounding first. He will dig into second with a stand-up double. 2 for 3 in this one. So here's Benny Peluso Burns, the spark of the offense so far. Still yet to come across to score, but has been stranded at third 3 times. 2 for 3 with the RBI triple back in the 6th.
Yeah, for, like we said earlier, Burns making the most out of his opportunity, and he's been one, if not the only bright spot for this Solano team today against Laney.
Looks at strike 1 from Marr. Marr at 43 pitches through 2 1/3 innings of work so far. Couple strikeouts for him. Fastball up the middle. This will be another RBI unless center fielder Palacios can make a Herculean effort to home, and he won't. Mendocini will come across to score. Good wheels on Austin as he scores from second, and Benny with his second RBI, and 3 for 3 now in this one. So Benny stays hot as that'll bring up number 27, left fielder Cooper Hack. 1 out. Solano down by 11. See if Cooper can hit 11-run home run right here. That'll be fun. Fastball right there. Wanted it, but a little indecisive, and we'll look at strike one. Fastball down the line. Third baseman Lopez have to only throw to first, offline. We'll see how they rule that. Nice piece of hitting from Hack down the line. Lopez checked second. Benny was already in there safely. Had to make a strong throw to first, a little offline. Might go down as an infield single for Coop. So here's Justin, as he's going to have to hit for himself with the DH already taken out of the game, with Zion Judkins being pinch hit for by Chasen Love. Now the pitcher will hit for himself. Boston with the big hack.
Yeah, I took a big swing at that first pitch.
Good thing for Boston, he's actually a two-way guy. Played second base last year as he takes a big hack at another fastball. Swinging right under that one. 1 out. Runners on first and second. 3 fastballs. That one just outside, apparently, for ball 1. Fastball popped up and fouled back out of play. This one down the line in fair territory. Left fielder will make the catch. Looked good off the bat, but hung up there slightly under that one for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up the shortstop. 1 for 4 in this one. Had a base hit in his last at bat. Number 1, Nico Castrillo. Fastball off the end of the bat so early that it went off the very cap of the bat and went down the first base line for the third out. So Solano gets 1 across after the double and the RBI single by Benny Burns. As we head to the top of the 9th, it'll be Bermudez, Ely, and Lopez coming up for the Eagles.
And I'm the basketball and football announcer, and thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
Whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
We're going to go to cut 1. And cut 1. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for 3. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further.
All right, and welcome back to the Solano College Sports Network. We're ready for the top of the ninth as number 13, Will Lingua, will come in to replace Boston. Boston did a good job. Went 4 innings out of the pen, only gave up 3 runs, sort of some damage control, although the bats were not able to help him out. Ground ball, first pitch, Castrillo plays back, high throw, offline. Pridey will make a nice athletic play off the bag and finish the play with the tag.
Yeah, nice control and concentration by Pridey to get that out, and it leads only 2 more outs, and then Solano will be down to its last 3.
Looks like we will see a pinch hitter for the Eagles. It is number 17, Jesus Contreras. Contreras DH'd in their game on Tuesday. Had a RBI and a hit. Fastball, fouled off. That one low for ball 1. This is Lingua's 9th appearance of the year, and until their last series against LMC, all of his appearances had come at home, which is sort of interesting. One of those stats that exist but don't matter is that one's lined into center field for a base hit. Contreras' 3rd hit on the season.
So we hear the Laney dugout kind of talking, not as loud as we've heard from opposing dugouts, but anything is louder than Solano and their crickets.
Here's the 2-8, number 12, Anthony Borrego, as he will pinch hit. Look at strike 1. He'll come in and play third base for Max Lopez. Runner on first with 1 out. Fastball. Looks at strike 2.
Thought about pulling back maybe a little too late on that pitch. That gave him the strike. He's down 0-2.
Yeah, a little too vacillate on that one. Looking at the fastball. Caught in between. 2 strikes. Fastball, swing and a miss. Foul tip, but caught by Austin Mendocini back there. So Lingua with the strikeout for the 2nd out. As Marcus Money will come up for his 6th opportunity, although he has a walk and a hit by pitch, so this will be his 4th at bat. 1 for 3 with the base hit. But does have 4 runs up to this point. The 1-0 from Will. Low and inside for ball 2. Two and 0 to Marcus Money. Fastball off his calf. That one's going to sting. Fastball down the middle. Money puts a drive into that one. This one will one-hop the wall. Larson's going to play it off the fence. He's going to get it in. Money will hold up at second, and Contreras will hold up at third. Probably could have come across to score, but Money with his 5th time he will reach base in this one. He's got a single, a double, a walk, a hit by pitch, and reached on an error in his first at-bat. So here's the 9-hole. Shortstop, number 4, Dikramar Orta. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a hit by pitch. That one outside for ball 1. Sun decided to come out here in the 9th.
Yeah, very end. I mean, it was pretty overcasty and gloomy for the whole game up until bottom of the 8th.
That one catches the corner for strike 1. Umpire might be trying to go home.
Yeah. Yeah, the umpire's kind of had a bad day. He's been getting hit with the ball a couple times, you know.
It's been a rough one.
He's probably ready for some dinner.
That one off the glove of Mendocini, but runners will hold. Assuming they're station to station at this point, up by 11 here in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. Two and 1 to Orta. Fastball drilled deep left field. Hack on the run. It will bounce over and over the wall for a ground rule double. That'll bring 2 home. 18-5 now, as Laney has just been on one in this game. An absolute offensive onslaught. Enough runs to feed the family for a week.
Yeah, they didn't want to get swept by Solano.
Yep.
For sure. And they've come out, I mean, like we said, last 2 games they combined for only 6 runs total.
Yeah.
And now they're up to, I mean, they've tripled that. They're up to 18 now. So definitely a statement game to not go out and get swept by the Falcons.
That one off the shin of Lingua, and hopefully he's all right. That one was a screamer right back to his leg. That will go down as a base hit for Martinez and bring in another run. That one was hit hard. He's going to shake it off.
It looks okay, but yeah, he did take one.
So Orta will come around to score. That'll be the 3rd run of this inning. Now 19-5. Curveball low and outside for ball 1. Nice breaker right there for strike 1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss from Hadley. Hadley's 7th time at the dish in this one. 0 for 5 with a walk. Only guy really in the lineup to not join the party. Fastball driven deep left field over the head of Hack off the wall. He will fumble, finally get it in, but looks like Martinez only able to advance 90 feet on that one with 2 outs. Not quite sure what he's doing. Maybe they're just playing station to station, as I said earlier, not trying to rub anything in. Very surprising he's not on third base at least, though. With 2 outs, you're running on the pitch, or on contact, excuse me. Maybe he was in line with the dugout, assuming that one was going to leave the yard. So a long single for Hadley, and that'll bring up number 23, Caleb Reichel. Curveball, good one, in there for strike 1.
Yeah, kind of surprising that only led to a single. I thought they would at least probably scored that 20th run and at least gotten to second base. So
yeah,
kind of odd there, but
grounder down the line in foul territory. So Reichel in his last at bat came in to pinch hit for Lewis and got his first hit of the season. And Lingua has suffered 5 hits here in this inning, 3 runs. Trying to get out of the jam here, looking for that elusive third out. Curveball popped up, out of play. Pridey will make the catch in foul territory for the third out. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. The torture will be over soon, as it'll be Larson, Pridey, and Vena coming up next.
Hello everyone, I'm Hannah Pepin. I am one of the side camera operators, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
We're back for the bottom of the 9th. Jimmy Larson will lead it off. Looks at looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss from Larson. Larson with a couple backwards Ks after coming in for Jackson Bates in the 5th. Takes a look at a ball. 2-1 to Jimmy. Curveball stays up. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Full count to Larson to start off here in the bottom of the 9th. Fastball fouled back. Takes a look and will walk down to first to start it off here in the bottom half. Solano down to their last 3 outs, as Jason Pridey will dig in. 1 for 3 at this point with a walk and a single. Change up low for ball 1. This is Luke Marr's 4th inning of work. Actually, this would be his 4th inning of work. This one dropped. No, caught. caught by the third baseman in foul territory. Looks like Orta was there to make the catch. As him and Hadley, looks like Hadley moved to short. And Orta moved to third. Nice running play in foul territory for the first out.
Kind of weird. Kind of looked like the play where we thought Pridey got that out, and then they did the whole base runner to second thing.
Yeah, I think
kind of thing.
That one runs inside and drills Mike in the leg. So he will take a walk down to first. Marr with some command issues here. I'm sure this is one of the longer outings he's had of the season. Looks like Laney trying to conserve some arms, as they've already thrown about 10 guys here in this series. So here's Shane Martin. He'll come to bat with one out. Runners on first and second. Looks at a fastball right there for strike one. From my understanding, it looks like there is a line that goes past the dugout on the first base side. And I think Pridey had caught the ball and then walked in out of territory towards the dugout past the line, which would make me think that the runner would move to second. One of those quirky rules that I'm sure only qualifies here at Billy and Louis Yarbrough Stadium. Orta making that play look really difficult. He will fall down and make the catch.
Maybe a little more difficult than he needed it to be, but nonetheless, he gets the out, and Solano's down to their last out here in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, Orta will make both catches in foul territory. So here's Mendocini. He'll try to keep the Falcons alive with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Down by 14 here. Fastball driven. High, deep, left field. It'll hang up and be caught by the left fielder for the final out in this one. Nice swing by Mendocini, but he will come up just short, unlike Solano, who now will lose this one 19-5, as they will still win the series 2-3. Laney will take this one and avoid the sweep. So we are headed down to the last stretch, the last series, as Solano will take on Mendocino next week. We have 2 broadcasts for you here on the Solano College Sports Network on Tuesday and Thursday, both games at 2:30 p.m. So that'll do it for us. Solano loses, not a nail biter, but nonetheless they drop this one. And for me, Cameron Anderson, Blake Molina, and everybody at Solano College Sports Network, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.